In this lesson, we'll cover the Patents Explorer here in Trial Director. Now, previously, when we were talking about Expert Reports Explorer and getting expert reports in, we used classifications from the Documents Explorer, which was a right-click Properties and then change the classification, leaving the document in the Documents Explorer and then kind of having an extra location in the expert report. Patents can do the same thing. If you recall, when you do the classification, you can add patents as a classification. But let's talk about adding a document into the Patents Explorer. Now, this document will also show up in the Documents Explorer as well. This is just another way to bring it in. So we're going to select the plus sign, which is Add Item. It's going to be the same kind of wizard or dialog box that you interacted with when you imported documents in. So we're going to select Files. I'm going to select, let's see, do I have any documents in here? We're going to say that this PDF right here, Exhibit 008, is a patent. Now, I understand we see this as an email, but we're going to say this is a patent document. I'm going to select Open. If we had more patents, we could select more. If it was a folder of all of our patents, we could select Include Subfolders. I'm going to select Next. Again, same wizard, same dialog box as bringing in your documents. We can use file name or we can create another one. So we're going to say this is actually 019 and we're going to call this PT. We're normally going to keep it along the same lines as the rest of our documents, but just to kind of show you when we go into the documents area, the difference, we're going to put a prefix of PT just so that way it stands out to us. So I'm going to call it PT19. I can change delimiter, page, document level sequencing, page level sequencing, all that. I'm going to keep it, and we're going to select Add. We're going to close this window out. It's been added in. We're going to close out this batch window dialog, and we'll see our PT19 patent in the Patents Explorer. We're going to expand it out. We'll see that we have a folder for pages, all the pages of that document, figures, columns, and claims. Now, just like we did with the right-click and expert report, we can add a figure, column, or claim to association with each page. So I'm going to right-click, add figure. We're going to say this document or this page has a figure on it, and we're going to call it PT1 Fig 1, right? Patent 1, Figure 1, maybe that's kind of short for it. Again, you have the description, which you can't pull up in presentation, but if you want a description, you can definitely have it. We save and close, or cancel. We're going to save and close because we're not adding anything else to this. So now we have our alias under that page, kind of like a sub-page. In the figures folder, we have that as well. So now we can pull up this document as PT019-001. We can pull it up as PT1 Fig 1. If we were over in Documents, we could come over here, expand it out. We'll actually expand out this window a little bit more. We can give it a description either at the document level or the page level. We can give it an exhibit number, trial exhibit number, common name. Again, description you can't pull up in presentation. So if you gave PT Fig 1 an exhibit number or trial exhibit number or common name, you could also pull up that page, which is still PT 1901, in another way. So it just gives you the opportunity to have even more aliases associated with it. So if you're pulling up a patent, you're talking about patent, and the attorney says, I want to look at figure 1 of this patent, instead of remembering where figure 1 is in that patent packet, it may be page 560. You could type in, or at least you'd know, you have it aliased as PT1 Fig 1, right? So you don't have to remember exactly what page number it is. You have a system to where anytime anything in patent 1 has a figure, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, named associated with that figure. Or if you have a column or a claim associated with it as well, you have other ways of pulling it up. You don't have to remember that exact page number. Thank you so much for attending.